A ver, el que
Dale.
llega, que llegue. Buenos días o buenas tardes o lo que sea.
Yo ni sé qué hora es, yo sé más de las 12.
Mira, Lilo, ya está bueno. Papito, ya. Está por la ventana. Me
Él
tiene,
está afuera.
no, él está aquí dentro, pero hay una
Ok.
ventana aquí y la pared debajo de la ventana está toda cagada.
Esta es la ventana donde estaban los pájaros.
Bueno, son 3 ventanas. Se las ve. Que son 3.
¿Y dónde es que él se encarama?
Él se encarama en el último.
En esa.
Entonces la pared abajo de esa ventana es que está toda cagada con la cara te tengo que limpiar. Ahora me fijé y yo dije, ajá, yo.
Ya, rayos. Otra más para ponerle en la lista de las interminables.
Esto es interminable, definitivamente. Nada más con la cocina, yo me paso en la cocina, yo vivo en la cocina, yo debo tirar un matres en la cocina. Y eso, la limpia y a los 5 minutos se caga, la limpia a los
Yo tengo
5
que
minutos
esperar a
se
que
caga.
se me dé alguna inspiración.
¿Para qué?
Como la que se te dio a ti los otros días, que se te cayeron todos los guisantes en el piso.
Ah, exacto. Sí, sí, exacto. Eso fue un pensamiento que
Esto es
tuve.
absurdo. Esta casa es demasiado grande. Yo no sé qué yo hago aquí.
Pues,
Pero pues nada, se agradece porque la verdad que se me tiene bien tranquila y bien cómoda.
sí, sí.
Y ya por lo menos no me estoy preguntando como cuando llegué, bueno, ¿qué me toca hacer? Ya yo veo a todo el mundo haciéndolo por mí. Y yo, ay, gracias a todos. Qué bello les ha. I'm just feeling grateful. Hi, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Good morning, girls. You been on for a while?
No.
No, we were connected to the Living Miracles concert.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it was like, well, whenever you want to leave, I told Adriana. And yeah, I think we got most of it. It actually was very beautiful. I enjoyed it. I don't know about Adriana. I'm sure she did. Habla por ti.
No.
¿Qué?
Que si disfrutaste el concierto. I liked it. Estaba bien bello. I liked it.
Tú tienes un corazón más generoso que el mío.
She says that I have a more generous heart. That's not true. Es que tú eres más cínica. You're more cynic. You're a cynic. I don't know. It was just, I thought it was beautiful. At some point, I saw.
I just find it difficult to hear some people, especially when the songs don't. I don't know. I put it there and I was watching the imposters and, doing a cross reference forgiveness with all the imposters in my life, and then did a triangle with me. So the whole thing was the computer, the TV, me, and the sofa, and it was just an imposter forgiveness song.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good.
So, Gary, today, since it's day 366, we've already finished all the lessons. Ya terminamos todas las lecciones. So we have the epilogue, el epílogo. And it's
the epilogue.
a page and a half.
I thought you were going to tell me all about what we're doing next.
That hasn't come in yet, but I had I had the comment with Viram about maybe we would start doing the text, and his suggestion was like, don't do the text, do the manual for teachers. And I thought, I hadn't had that thought, and I'm just putting it out there. Whatever feels good, the manual for teacher. I don't know if you've read it.
And that'll be good. That'll be excellent. ¿Cómo está, mi amor? Bien.
So I just thought that maybe, you know, we'll see how it goes, you know, without any planning, and we'll connect tomorrow and see what flows. And obviously, if we start the manual for teachers and you want to join in doing that, then we'll do it in English, ¿verdad, Adriana?
¿Qué dijiste?
Hey, I wasn't sure if you're talking to who, me? Like if I wanted to join?
I'm
She
talking
was
to both
talking
of
in
you.
English, but you know.
To both of you, because
Okay.
I feel like starting the manual for teachers, and you wanted to join, Gary, then then the thought is then we should do it in English. I don't know. That's putting it out there.
Well, I guess in part, it really just depends too if you would rather do it in Spanish.
We should start the year with the Genesis of the Bible.
The what?
She says that we should start Genesis in the Bible instead.
Oh. No, I'm not buying any more books.
Or probably the letter A, the aardvark with the dictionary, or with the A on the phone book if we can find one. It really don't matter. Whatever we. Okay, this is it. Doesn't matter what we do,
This is it.
because we know already what we're doing, which is not really what we're doing, but we're doing it. And
Wow, that's beautiful.
since you get this, all is already done.
Why meat? Why even meat?
Now you're with the big thing, plan. What is it? Why you're the apple? Fuck the apple.
Fuck the apple. Fuck Apple.
Yeah, whenever, whatever, it's gonna be for the same purpose. So we're just trying to have a reminder of what we really want to be our experience all the time with everything.
Peace.
Sí.
And if we need to use the time to read something or to share something that is happening in our lives or whatever, it will be done.
Sí.
But again, it doesn't matter because we already know what we need to do and we are doing it all the time. Or at least that's my experience. And I'm hoping that for you it's the same. Because otherwise you'll be fucked and I'll be superior all the time.
Spoken as truth.
Yeah, let's have fun for the time that we have still here.
Pues el epílogo. Maybe I should read it in English.
No, I'm reading, so you can read in Spanish if you wish.
Okay.
I'll just turn your voice down so I can focus.
Ok, pues vamos para el epílogo del libro de ejercicio. Este curso es un comienzo, no un final. Tu amigo te acompaña, no estás solo. Nadie puede llamarlo en vano. Sean cuales sean tus problemas, ten por seguro que él tiene la solución y que gustosamente te la dará solo con que te dirijas a él y se la pidas. Él no se negará a darte todas las respuestas que necesites para cualquier cosa que parezca perturbarte. Él sabe cómo solventar todos los problemas y aclarar todas las dudas. Su certeza es tuya. Tan solo necesitas pedírsela para que te sea dada. Tu llegada al hogar es tan segura como la trayectoria que ha sido trazada para el sol antes de que despunte el alba. Después del ocaso y en las horas de luminosidad parcial que transcurren entre medias. De hecho, tu camino es todavía más seguro, pues es imposible cambiar el curso de aquellos que Dios ha llamado a su vera. Obedece, por lo tanto, tu voluntad y sigue aquel a quien aceptaste como tu voz para que te diga lo que realmente quieres y necesitas. Suya es la voz que habla por Dios y también por ti. Por lo tanto, Él habla de la libertad y de la verdad. Ya no se asignarán más lecciones específicas, pues ya no son necesarias. En lo sucesivo, oye tan solo la voz que habla por Dios y por tu ser cuando abandonas el mundo para buscar en su lugar la realidad. Él dirigirá tus esfuerzos diciéndote exactamente lo que debes hacer, cómo dirigir tu mente y cuándo debes venir a Él en silencio, pidiendo su dirección infalible y su palabra certera. Suya es la palabra que Dios te ha dado, suya es la palabra que elegiste para que fueses la tuya propia. Y ahora os pongo en sus manos para que seáis sus fieles seguidores y Él vuestro guía en toda dificultad o dolor que consideréis real. Él no os dará ningún placer pasajero, pues solo da lo bueno y lo eterno. Deja que Él os prepare aún más. Él se ha ganado vuestra confianza hablándoos diariamente de vuestro Padre, de vuestro hermano y de vuestro ser, y continuará haciéndolo. Ahora camináis con Él, tan seguro de vuestro destino como lo está Él, tan seguro de cómo debéis proceder como lo está Él, tan seguros de la meta y de que al final la alcanzaréis como lo está Él. El final es seguro y los medios también. A esto decimos amén. Cada vez que tengas que tomar una decisión, se te indicará claramente cuál es la voluntad de Dios para ti al respecto. Y Él hablará por Dios y por tu ser, asegurándose así de que el infierno no te reclame y de que cada decisión que tomas te acerca aún más al cielo. Así es como hemos de caminar con Él de ahora en adelante, recurriendo a Él para que nos guíe, nos brinde paz y nos ofrezca una dirección segura. El júbilo nos acompaña, pues nos dirigimos a nuestro hogar a través de una puerta que Dios ha mantenido abierta para darnos la bienvenida. A Él le encomendamos nuestros pasos y decimos amén. Continuaremos recorriendo su camino en paz, confiándole todas las cosas y esperaremos su respuesta llenos de confianza cuando le preguntemos cuál es la voluntad de Dios en todo lo que hagamos. Él ama al Hijo de Dios tal como nosotros queremos amarlo y nos enseña cómo contemplarlo a través de sus ojos y amarlo tal como Él lo ama. No caminas solo, los ángeles de Dios revolotean a tu alrededor muy cerca de ti. Su amor te rodea y de esto puedes estar seguro. Yo nunca te dejaré desamparado. Ya llegamos al final. Podemos celebrar. We can celebrate. I didn't think that we would make it.
Fabuloso.
No pensé que íbamos a llegar cuando empezamos este viaje, este año. I didn't
Surprised you
think
don't
that
have a
we
bottle of champagne in bed with you this morning so you
I
can celebrate.
thought of it. I thought of
Yeah,
it.
look what I received from Astrid.
Oh, lovely.
They were supposed to, I sent you one too. They were supposed to get there for Christmas. But
Ah, no, está en español.
en
Dice,
español.
make this happy Merry Christmas, make this year be different by making that by
All the
making it
same.
all the same.
So actually, it's perfect that it got there today, I think.
Yeah, I got there just like a half an hour ago.
Muy bien.
Well, maybe mine will be here today too. It is a little bit further.
Sí. I think I sent you one. I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, if you didn't, then I'll just say it never got here and we can leave it at that. It'll just be a forgiveness opportunity.
Yeah.
For me.
Like everything.
She doesn't love me. She says she does, but she really doesn't.
Ay. Sí. Llegamos al final.
Sí, pudimos aprovechar este año de una manera bien profunda.
Ya. ¿Cómo se dice eso en
Total,
inglés?
para darnos cuenta que no tenemos que hacer No, esto es tan irónico.
Yeah, she's saying that we spent this whole year. It was very profound just to realize that we don't have to do anything. That's like ironic.
See,
No, it was
But we hear it and we hear it and we hear it, but we don't get it. It's when we get it that we say, pero this is so easy. Why didn't I get it? Why
well,
I
I think it's
worry
in part.
and you concern and
I think in part it's that we don't get it, or we do get it, but I think the bigger part is that we choose not to actually do it.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah. I think we have, there's the truth is within us, and it's there. That's what drives us to do this thing, this course. Se me fue lo que iba a decir. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, I just find it for myself, you know, this whole notion of forgiveness and the pain in this body, or the discomfort in this body, you know, and I read and I make notes, and I make notes in a book, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And when it comes to just sitting down and really, not that there's anything to do, it's really the undoing of it, but, you know, the level of commitment is, I think, sometimes gets called into question.
Yeah, that was what motivated me at the beginning, or at the end of last year, was like just questioning my level of commitment to my awakening, and seeing how I had gone through the workbook several times, but it had taken me more than a year each time, and I hadn't really like dedicated the time that it asks, which isn't that much really. And so I was motivated to do this, and then I had the thought, well, I'm going to need someone else to keep me honest. Because if I have the commitment with like with a supposed other person, then I thought that would help me stay honest, and it did.
Yeah, and
I'm
see,
really
for me,
grateful.
it's a little bit different in the sense that, and I don't mean different as in better or worse or whatever.
No, I
I just
understand.
noticed that for myself, I can sit and read all day long. You know, I can be engaged in the book of the Course in Miracles, but it's how I apply it. It's the depth by which I take the time to do the lesson. For instance, you know, I get a little bell and it bings, and it's like, okay, it's on the hour. I'm involved in something else. You know, can I just stop? And then when I stop, how deep am I willing to take that lesson in the moment? You know, I was reading the preface. I just finished up Jesus and Buddha, and I thought maybe I'd try another Renard, but I pulled Knox Sanchez's book out, and I was reading the preface, and she was talking about her husband getting cancer, you know, and how he made cancer the opportunity, the force to awaken,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in every moment choosing peace. And, you know, it's all it is. It just ends up being a choice. You know, to what extent do I really want to be free? You know, I can sit and watch David Hawkins and go, wow, that's he's speaking exactly the words from the Course in Miracles in his own words, and never having probably read a page of it.
Mm-hmm.
And find the freedom to just really take in his words and his teachings. And it's just that when I can't sleep in the middle of the night because my body's being full ego shithead. You know, do I how do I show up with that? And this isn't a conversation about, beating myself up or I could do it better. It's just really an opportunity to look at the same time, that level of opportunity, or I don't think of the word commitment or discipline, but just really being open to take these words in a level that, like having cancer, like I got, my days are numbered,
Everyone's days are numbered.
I
Or the
know,
ego's days are
exactly what I'm
numbered.
saying. Yeah.
The-
So
we go as deep as we can at each moment.
¿Qué dijiste?
Que nosotros vamos tan profundo como podamos en cada momento.
Ah,
and I'm aware that there's a I don't mean a balance like a balance that I have to maintain, but there's an awareness that, I've chosen to live this life for some reason more full tilt, more all out. And in doing so, these kinds of conversations will arise in, various elements of this life. And a lot of the time it almost comes across as a self-judgment, And so looking closely at that in terms of, taking on non-dual teachings, the course, what have you, do I do it with a sense of truth in this heart? I don't want to do it with the ego in my hip pocket, I want to do it with the Holy Spirit in my heart. But the ego in the hip pocket is just a metaphor for how sneaky little fucker can be. The only time you feel it is when you sit down on a seat and it's like that lump in your pants.
You don't have to fight against it. It's nothing.
No, I know.
The perfect prayer is the one that you said, I want to do this with the Holy Spirit in my heart.
Huh?
Knowing that we have to do it because we still have the belief in the ego.
See?
It's like I like Ken Wapnick at some point said, if you were the perfect student, then you wouldn't need the course.
Yep. Or if you were the perfect student, you'd probably need the course more than anybody else.
Depends on, like, perfect student.
I understand. That's why I said it.
There is no perfect student. Everyone is all doing the best that they can in every moment, in every situation, and with everything. And that's part of the forgiveness process, is forgiving us for forgiving ourselves for not being that perfect student, for not doing the workbook perfectly as we think it has to be done. The only one that's evaluating if we're doing this correctly or not or perfectly is the ego. Anyway, so all evaluations and all the opinions are from the ego. Going back to what Adriana was saying at the beginning, there's, we get to the point where we understand we have nothing to do because we're not making ourselves better because we're already perfect. We're not transforming ourselves. Transforming ourselves is an idea of the ego. Just coming into the awareness of our true reality. That true reality does nothing. It just expands love. Until we get there, we're going to seem to be doing something. I'm doing this course, and I'm reading the lessons, and I missed one day, and I didn't do the meditation correctly. And we forgive that, and we continue. But see,
Sí.
Sí.
Anything else?
saquemos el champán.
Yo tengo un par de cervezas por ahí.
She's going to drink beer later. I have wine.
I think of tequila,
Ahí está.
but I probably won't drink it. Well, ladies, Happy New Year to the two of you.
Yeah, we all have. Again,
Happy New Year.
please.
Feliz
And you say Happy New
Año
Year.
Nuevo. Sí, Feliz Año Nuevo. If I say it in Spanish, maybe you'll understand.
Can you say it again?
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Mira, yeah, you said it.
I did say it.
Yeah, you too.
You started to say something before or as I was wishing New Year's.
Yeah. I was going to share that we all have moments of pain and confusion and doubt. And that is only when we forget what we are. But the experience becomes an opportunity to cling to the Holy Spirit more rapidly. And it's a convincing job that we do by surrendering to the Holy Spirit that shows us that those moments are nothing. Because they usually last less and less with our growth in conviction that we are helped. Since we're doing this to ourselves, we are the ones that liberate ourselves. And the course's formula is that you remember Christ. And when you remember Christ, you bring everybody with you and you unite with God. And that has nothing to do with what the body is doing. But usually when you do it when your body's in pain, the pain is nothing. It stops being what it is. I have a period at night that my body starts shaking and I feel a lot of unrest and fear that is not associated with anything. But I don't do anything. I just call on the Holy Spirit, take one hand and the other, and have the imagery of being sustained during those moments. And they don't last anything, just a couple of seconds. They last the time for me to notice that it's happening, say shit, this happening again, and then taking the step to the Holy Spirit, and from then on, it doesn't last like a couple of seconds more. And then I am reminded of my true reality and my true function. But it's my responsibility for those moments when I take notice that is happening
Mm-hmm.
to choose the kind of aid that I want to be the responsible to solve my problem. And that requires a lot of faith in the internal process and a total transference from the ego problem solving way to the Holy Spirit problem solving way. It takes an instant, but it requires a lot of trust and faith that we have to develop, and it usually takes time. But the time gets shortened. Every time you try it and you see that it works, it shortens. Just the day that you knew that you noticed that you hadn't had any pain, and then the pain came back when you noticed that you were not in pain. But it would be like that, but in a reverse way. That you notice that you are in pain and then you remember God and get your peace back. Because seemingly for a moment you lost it. And it will be the contrary to your experience. Because then you will be more used to be at peace all the time without any any desire to make any decision because you already will be convinced that you are totally protected and you don't need protection from anyone or anything. That whatever is for you, it's already decided by your higher self. And then you can rest every moment with every decision, with every conversation, with every thought, with every plan. You will be more relaxed and more at peace. And I'm saying this from the experience of it being accomplished in my experience. Sure that Astrid can attest to the same.
Mm-hmm.
So keep on practicing, motherfucker.
No te quites, no te quites.
They are trying a fucking race car here.
Ya lo escuchamos, pero se oye bajito. It doesn't
From what I
What
hear,
I
like,
what I heard before the race car while you were speaking, I heard coqui. Escuché par de coqui.
really?
Yeah.
You have them here. Do you have them in Puerto Rico?
Sí, sí.
Eesh.
They
In
are
big
from
number.
here.
They are from here. They're from there, perdón. We like them. Don't go ugh because we like them.
You like them in big masses?
No, it's the best sound to go to sleep to.
Oh my God, it's like ear piercing.
No. Not if you live here and you
No,
do
Over in
it.
Hawaii, they're like a pandemic.
Because
And
yeah,
they'll be
they're
in a square meter, there's like, I don't know, some ridiculous number of them, and they all just go at once.
yeah.
And people have made every attempt to eradicate them from their like farms or whatever because they're so loud.
Tú sabes que in Hawaii, the lands that have coquis, their values go down. And I always thought that would be an amazing place to go buy a piece of land really cheap because they have coquis because I love them.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that, Adriana.
And if you want really cheap land, go to the Big Island, to the leeward
near the
side where all
volcano.
the volcano is. Yeah.
No, I'll stay in Puerto Rico. If I ever get there, I will stay there.
So just so you know that when I speak like I did, I wasn't complaining more, that I was just sort of talking about my experience of, you know, the perception of commitment to
Yeah.
the courts.
Yeah, we get it.
You know. So
We get it. We all go
I
through that.
understand.
We won't accuse you. No, we will not accuse you of being a whiner.
No,
We're just here for you.
yeah, but I am a winner.
We all are.
That's why I said it.
What?
Qué terrible.
We're gonna finish off 2020 with a little boom here.
Getting close. I have to go inside.
Yeah, I gotta go. I've got some errands to run.
Está bien. We can leave it here. Lo podemos dejar aquí, Adri.
Okay. Sí, esta gente está cabrón. Total, deja la guaguita toda jodida.
Vamos a terminar el año. Esta gente está cabrona. We're gonna end the year with her saying, "These people are motherfuckers."
These people are. No
No
hay
ha
ninguna
aprendido
palabra
nada
para
en este
cabrón en
año.
inglés,
No ha
¿verdad?
aprendido nada en este año.
Sí, que todos somos unos cabrones. Sin excepción. Make no exceptions.
Un saludo a Adriana.
But really, there's literally no translate.
¿Quién está aquí?
Hola.
¿Cómo estás, querido?
Él no te oye porque tengo los audífonos puestos, te está saludando.
Ah, pues bien, hola, feliz Navidad. Habla por mí.
Y ahí dice feliz Navidad.
Mira,
Feliz
pregúntale a
Navidad.
alguien cuál es la palabra, ¿cómo se traduce cabrón?
Adriana wants to know how do we translate la palabra cabrón al inglés? How would you translate it?
Cabrón.
Ajá.
Can you?
Él está preguntando, can you?
We've been trying for 40 years here.
Got to go to the Spanish version of the Urban Dictionary.
Asshole. Asshole.
National.
No?
No, there has to be something stronger, more significant than an asshole. A dick,
A dick.
Wouldn't
Probably.
be more culon or something like that?
Cool. No. Él pregunta que si asshole en español no sería culón.
big ass. Big motherfucking ass.
I love how we're gonna end this year translating cabrón.
Well, that will be our quest for next year. What will be the most accurate to the most widely used word? Cabrón,
Sí.
it's more or less like fuck in English.
Sí.
Well, then why
Because
don't we
it's used
just
for a lot of that has.
we'll go out
We can
with 2020 as Ay mi madre, and 2021 Ay cabrón.
All right, that will be
Así.
perfect.
And on
Perfecto.
that note, I gotta roll.
Okay.
You guys
Adios.
enjoy. Happy New
Have a
Year. We'll
great
talk to you
day.
mañana. Yeah.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day.
All right.
Bye. ¿Desconectas, Adriana? ¿O quieres seguir
Yo no-
hablando?
Con lo que tú quieras, mi amor, yo estoy bien.
Yo también.
¿Qué tú vas a hacer hoy?
Pues nada, ¿qué hora? Aquí son las 1:30 de la tarde. Está nublado, o sea, no tengo
Aquí
ni...
está nubladito también, ojalá hay que llevar cántaros para que la gente no pueda tirar los fuegos artificiales.
Ah, eso estaría chévere, fíjate, no se me ha olvidado porque se pone el
¿Tienes
hilo
pepas
nervioso.
para el hilo?
Bueno, yo le tengo, no, pepas así, no, tengo un suplemento que supuestamente lo calman, pero yo nunca veo que le hagan nada. Si se ponen con esa pendejada aquí, pero no creo que se ponen así como el 4 de julio. Yo me tengo que sentar en el sofá con él, en lo que pasa.
Qué chévere.
Él no se pone histérico, pero se pone como que nerviosito.
Se pone nervioso.
Pero
Ok.
no, hay perros o sea, que se ponen, que no pueden bregar. Pero él no, él brega.
Pues muy bien, querida. Cualquier cosa me
Bueno,
avisa.
pues,
Que
gracias.
descanses bien, que la pases bien y
Pues gracias por pasar este año conmigo
nada, gracias.
haciendo
Este
esto.
año fue un placer. Tú sabes cómo es el espíritu que nos usa de una manera bien espectacular cada vez más. Esto no puede ir para atrás. No hay
Mm,
manera de que
Ujú.
pueda ir para atrás. Así que
Sí.
ahora lo que nos queda es compartir los frutos del aprendizaje con todo, en la manera que toque.
Exacto.
Yay.
Te amo.
Igual te amo, mi amor.
Bye.
Bye, bye.